Anything else you want to say to your fans, man?
Man, shout out to DONTAE'S Boxing Nation. You know, follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram, ERROL Jr., my whole name, and just look out for me.
Yo, this is AMIR and you're watching DONTAE'S Boxing Nation.
Yeah, I'm gonna push for them. Either they gotta give it a shot or they gotta vacate or whatever, but somebody gonna give me something.
Oh, you gonna be on that hashtag, just give me my belt, huh?
Just give me my belt, man. Give me my belt.
Tough times for Kell Brook. Tough times. DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, what's going on, guys? Well, as you guys have heard, this is not the first time that AMIR has said it, but now we know that this is where he stands when it comes to facing Kell Brook. He wants Kell Brook to face his mandatory Errol Spence first before they even fight each other. Now, the irony of all this is the fact that you had so many UK Kell Brook fans that were defending Kell Brook's actions of ducking his #1 contender that almost every boxer and trainer has praised as the future of boxing. Some of these fans, they surprisingly defended Kell Brook not wanting to face the best competition. And they tried to make it seem as if it was a conspiracy theory or something against Kell Brook. You know, where the Americans or the IBF or DONTAE'S Boxing Nation, everyone is after Kell Brook if they want to see him fight the best competition. Do you know how ridiculous that sounds? Now, what makes this even crazier, but now you have even one of the guys you were defending, AMIR Khan, even AMIR Khan is on board with the IBF and DONTAE'S Boxing Nation. Because now you even have AMIR Khan saying the exact same things you have heard me say. AMIR Khan or Kell Brook, he needs to fight his mandatory before he fights anyone else. Now AMIR Khan is even saying it. So how do you guys refute the fact that even the people you're trying to defend are now corroborating with the whole truth? How do you explain that? How do you explain that? You can't defend this man anymore. I tell you guys all the time, you can lock the truth up, throw away the key, and that truth is gonna find a way to break free. Credit to AMIR Khan for forcing Kell Brook to fight his mandatory rather than go around him, give up his belt, and look for easier competition. AMIR Khan is in a position of power right now, and I think that AMIR Khan is enjoying it. Now, for some of you fans that will say some crazy stuff, or some of you decafs, I should say, that'll say, oh, AMIR Khan, he's just saying this and doing this because he's afraid. He's afraid to fight Kell Brook now. Okay, well, if he's afraid to fight Kell Brook, why doesn't Kell Brook leave him alone and fight someone who's not afraid, like Errol Spence, right? If AMIR Khan is afraid to fight him, then leave the guy who's afraid alone and fight someone who's not afraid. That is just common damn sense, ain't it? Common damn sense. So Kell Brook is in a bit of a conundrum right now. He does not want to fight Errol Spence at all. And what's so crazy is, I've said this before and I'll say it again, I truly believe out of all the welterweights right now, Kell Brook will possibly be Errol Spence's toughest opponent. I truly believe that. I believe that Kell Brook is that good. But at the same time, I wouldn't pick him to beat Errol Spence. And I believe the majority of UK fans and Kell Brook fans, they feel the same way deep down. They won't admit it, at least all of them won't admit it, but they feel this way deep down. We know this because there would be no reason for them to try to convince fans that it makes more sense that the champion doesn't fight the #1 contender who's undefeated and is being praised as the next star or the next Floyd or whoever you want to compare him to. They're trying to convince you it doesn't make sense to fight that guy. Oh, but it makes sense for him to fight the guy who just got knocked out and will probably be out of the ring for a whole year before he gets back in the ring. That makes more sense because it's a quote-unquote grudge match. When even the guy who's a participant in this grudge match is saying that doesn't make sense. Even he's saying none of this makes sense. You know what Amir Khan said a week ago or whenever it was? He said that doesn't make sense. I would lose respect for KELL Brook if he were to give up his belt just to avoid a tough opponent. He said, what are you in the sport for if you're willing to give up your belt just because you have a tough opponent in front of you? This is what Amir Khan said. And you know what? Just to prove, as I always do, that I practice what I preach, let me ask you guys a question. When is the last time you have ever heard me saying that the champion should avoid his #1 contender, which will be his toughest opponent, and is being praised as the next big thing in the sport? He should avoid that guy so he can fight this guy who just got knocked out. When have you ever heard me say something that damn ridiculous? You ain't never heard me say that. Because those are things that decaf say. Dumb, casual ass fans that are emotionally attached and base things on nothing but emotion. I leave you with this. If KELL Brook still vacates, even though Amir Khan has already made it clear he's not going to fight him, and that's the fight that the fans said that KELL Brook should take before the Errol Spence fight. If the Amir Khan fight is no longer on the table and KELL still vacates, oh my God, that would be a real bad look for KELL Brook. And I think even the KELL Brook fans would agree with that assessment. That would be a real bad look. Let's see what happens. That's all I got, guys. I'm on to the next one.
Hi, you're watching Dante's Boxing Nation. Woo!